Hi, everyone. This is Miss Rossi, and today we are going to talk about statistics. And it's going to be our first lesson in statistics. And we're going to talk first about our measures of central tendency, right? So, what are some things like averages, and what does an average really mean? So, statistics is the study of data. Right? So information, okay? And we have two different kinds of information. We've got qualitative information and quantitative information. And depending on what kind of information we have, we're going to deal with that data in different ways and we show it in different ways. So we have qualitative data, and that deals with things that are like descriptions, right? So things that like colors or textures, smells, taste, what's your what is your favorite food, right? All of those things that are qualities. Whereas quantitative data, which we're going to deal a lot more with, right, deals with a lot more numbers, right? Things that can be measured, right? How is the length of something, the height of something, right? How big is something? How do we measure, right? How do we measure things and how do we try to make decisions based on those measurements, right? Things that are quantities. All right, so we're going to be really dealing with quantitative data in this study. But further in your math career, you're going to deal with a lot of other kinds of data, or we'll talk about how we can take qualitative data and quantify it. All right, so the three measures of central tendency, which I'm sure that you've heard, the big three here, our mean, our median, and our mode, right? So they're all things that show averages. Right? But there are different ways to show averages. Okay. So the mean, right? Notice this little symbol here. This little symbol here is called, very creatively, X bar, because it has an X with a bar over it. Okay. So this is the true average of the data. But some people use the word average differently sometimes, like in English, and sometimes they confuse the mean and the median. Okay, so the median is when you put the numbers in order, it's the middle. And again, though, numbers have to be in order. If they're not, you're wasting your time. All right, now the mode. The mode we use quite frequently because it's the one that occurs the most, right? And sometimes there is no mode, and sometimes you can have more than one mode. All right, so let's talk about the big three, the mean, the median, mode. One way I like to remember this, right, is that the mean, right, it's really mean of me to do this one because it's a lot of work, right? So if I want to find the mean of something, this one's going to take a lot of work. The median, that's the middle one, right? So mean, median, mode, it always goes that way. And then this one, MO, it's got the most, right? So easy ways to remember the three. So if I want to know the mean of Scott's math scores here, all right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the scores. All right, so I want to add those up. So I've got 93 plus 80 plus 86 plus 72 plus 94 right? So I'm adding those scores up. I end up with 425. All right, now I'm going to divide the sum by the number of data values. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to divide this by 5. Okay, so my mean is 85. All right, so that's his average in his last 5 math tests. All right, number 2. In a car wash, there are 7 employees whose ages are 17, 19, 20, 17, 46, 17, 18. Find the mean of their ages. All right, so let's take their number. So we're going to label this as X bar for the mean. All right, let's add those together. Wow, a lot of teenagers are working there, huh? 146-year-old. All right, there are 7 employees. So we're going to divide that by 7. All right, so 17. Oh. I get 154. Divide that by 7. And I get an average of 22. Seems a little strange, right? These numbers, right? There's not even many kids over 20 at all. But our average here is 22. All right, so median. Okay, so remember the median is the middle number. So the metadata value when they are in order. All right, so if I want to find the median ages of those car wash employees. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to write the numbers in order. All right, so I'm going to take those numbers that we had back there. All right, so let's see, there was a 17-year-old, there was another 17-year-old, another 17-year-old, and we had an 18, a 19, a 20, and a 46. All right, so let's see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Okay, all right. So now what I want to do is I want to find the middle number. All right, so since there's 7, right, I could do something like low and high cross off, low and high cross off, low and high cross off. And there we go, left with the middle. All right, now sometimes we call this number, so here's my median, right? So it's 18 years old. We're going to also refer to this as the number that cuts it in half, the 50th percentile. We'll talk a little bit more about what percentiles mean later, right? 50% of the data, though, is right below that. And sometimes we call it the second quartile. And again, we'll talk about that a little bit in the future, too. Okay, so, all right. So now let's suppose that the car wash mentioned hired another person whose age is 21. Now we have 8 data values. All right, so again, let's write the numbers in order. All right, so we have now a 17, a 17, a 17, an 18, a 19, a 20, now a 21, and a 46. All right, so when I go to do this again, right, so now I have 2 middle numbers. Okay, so what we're going to then do is we're going to find the average of the 2 middle numbers. All right, so if I do 18 plus 19, divide that by 2, that's going to give me 18.5. Okay. All right, now the mode. The mode is the data value that appears the most. All right, so I want you to find the mode of the following set of data. All right, so we're going to take a look. Are they in order? They're not in order. All right, well, so maybe let's put it in order. All right, so let's see. We have a 1. Any more 1s? Oh, there's another 1. There's a 1. There's another 1. Okay, no more 1s. All right, let's see. We have a 2. Oh, there's another 2. 2. All right, no more 2s. Let's see, we got a 3. We got a 3. We got a 3. Okay. And let's see. 4. Got a 4. Got a 4. Okay, let's see. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 9. All right, now that all the numbers are in order, let's see. We have 4 1s. We only have 3 2s, 3 3s, 2 4s, 1 5, 2 6s, 2 7s, 1 8, 1 9. So my mode is 1. All right. I want you to check out the next video so we can look at the answers to our following questions.